Hey traders, and welcome to MPS tips video. My name is Alexander Nikitin. I'm a professional trader and the developer of the MPS pattern recognition software. In today's video I will talk about patterns ratios because understanding of the patterns ratios is of crucial importance. Okay, let us start. I just set my indicator to the settings, so if you're interested, here are they. The algorithm is Prax. It is only a demonstration, so the price extreme algorithm is this, and all the patterns are disabled, and also stop losses and targets are disabled. This -2 means that stop loss is disabled. Okay, custom patterns, everything is disabled. Because I'm going to click these patterns one by one and show you the difference between them. First, we will go to harmonic patterns section because these patterns are those that are, let's say, original. Other patterns are derived from harmonic patterns. A majority of other patterns are derived from harmonic patterns. That's why we will start from the classic, from traditional way. Okay, so I will do it this way. In this group, in group number 1, we have Garda harmonic pattern. Then we have bad harmonic pattern, then we have crab harmonic pattern, and then we have butterfly harmonic pattern, then we have alternative bad harmonic pattern, then we have shark harmonic pattern, then we have shark 2 harmonic pattern. Oh, no, we don't have sharks. Okay, and we have deep crab harmonic patterns. So these patterns. Also in this group we have bat advanced formation. It is from the different group in MPS. It is a different group, but because of different trading style. But here we are talking about the ratios, that's why it will go here. So let me change the name of this. This is bat harmonic pattern, and here the next one, BHP, is butterfly harmonic pattern. So bat advanced formation. Then what are other patterns? From harmonic, from advanced pattern group, we should add a Pesavento pattern and Pesavento 2 pattern. So all these patterns have similar ratio calculations. That's why I united them into one group. Okay, let us start. So this will be called group number 1. It has all these patterns. The first pattern in this group is a Garda pattern. Oh, come on. A Garda pattern. And here it is. We see some Garda pattern. So the X to D line of these patterns, we are understanding the ratios. So I type it here, and the X to B, sorry. So the first line is the X to B line, shows the B point ratio of the XA leg. It is similar to all patterns, and it is calculated this way: the AB divided by XA. The second line is this A to C line, so we should understand what this line shows, and it is the ratio of BC divided by AB. It is a retracement of AB, and in case it extends past and the B to C becomes greater than AB, it will be called an extension of AB. Okay, very simple to understand. The third line, this one is very interesting. So this is the so-called Btc inversion. So this ratio of B to D line is BC inversion, and it is calculated as this: CD leg divided by BC leg. Of course, in majority of cases, the CD leg is greater than Btc, and that's why the total number is more than 1. Okay, number 4, what we have here is this X to D line X to D line. So it shows the ratio of AD compared to XA. AD divided by XA. So it is the ratio. XA retracement. So the total complex pullback is the A to D. That's it. So if you check all these patterns, let's go to check them. The first one is 619 ratio. Yes, we stretch the Fibonacci's, and we'll hit OK. You see, I have 61A enabled, and here we see it is slightly exceeding, so it is 619. So no need to change my Fibonacci levels here. If I measure the AB leg, the second leg, I go here to here, adjust to price action, and I know that the C point is 0.948. 948. What if I add additional level of 0.948? So the line appeared. So this is empty line, which actually coincides with the C point. Okay, then next, the Btc inversion. Yes, to measure this ratio, the Btc inversion, we need to invert that upside down from B to C, and then we should go. This is 128.4. 128.4. So if we calculate this, 1.284, it shows the Btc inversion. My Fibonacci does not coincide somewhere. One 128.4. Okay, so this is the empty line, and this is the entry of 128.4. And the last one is the A to D. So we again stretch the fibs to measure XA leg. And our A to D, you see, it coincides with 786. Okay, nice. Then, if we switch this pattern to BAT, disable this and find something else, the BAT pattern, yes? Okay, it was invalidated, but still, it shows the same ratios. This one is the X to B is the XA retracement, the A to C is the AB retracement or extension, and this B to D line is the B to C inversion. The X to D is 86. Okay, for crabs, we have similar stuff. None of them completed. Let's find something that did actually complete it. They are pretty common formations to be drawn, but they are rarely completed. So none of them are valid here. Okay, this one completed, the small one, and reversed. And this one completed, but didn't reverse, or reversed a bit higher. Okay, the first one. This smaller. So you see the X to D is 161A ratio of the crab pattern. Let's go to butterflies. Butterflies a bit more rare than crabs. So X to D is 1.27. And these ratios are similar to that. This is the XA retracement, AB retracement or extension, and BC inversion. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so keep this in mind for harmonic pattern calculations. If you will calculate a different way, your patterns won't be harmonic. So for harmonic patterns, you should calculate this way. Done. Alternative BAT may be needed for you, and deep crab may be needed for you. So the deep crab completion, it is 61A as well, and the B point is greater than 886, and so on. Now let's go into the second group. It will be similar to harmonic patterns, but it has a different calculation. Let me use another text. And in this group we will have a shock pattern and alternative shock pattern. I call it alternative shock pattern because it goes to complete at 113, similar to alternative bat, but it is called shock. They all called shocks. First, the X to B line of a shock pattern or alternative shock pattern, it is AB divided by XA. I will show you the example in a second. Second, the AC line, it is the BC divided by AB. Note that it is AB retracement or extension. Third, the BD line, B to D line, is the CD divided by B to C. And number 4 is the XD line. It is CD divided by X to C this time. Not the X to A, but X to C. So this is the second group. Let me place it somewhere here, maybe close to this. Let's see some shocks. So the shock pattern here, number 1, number 2. The only difference between them is the completion point. So if it doesn't complete here, it goes to complete further. Okay, so the position of the pattern coincides. As I told you, the X to B line shows the ratio AB compared to XA. So we have AB compared to XA. The B to C ratio is the extension of A to B leg. Now let me show you what it means. It is the extension of A to B leg. You need to stretch the fibs from A to B. Yes? And what is the ratio in this case? 1:39:0. 1:39:0 is the extension. And you see right now we have this empty line at 1:39:0 that is just below 140, 1:39:0. Okay, this is the C point extension of A to B. This is very important. Don't mix up all these things because the cipher pattern has a different way of calculating the C point. Absolutely different. Okay, as long as the C point stays from a ratio of 113 to 161A, then it is okay. Right now we have it 139, which is exactly within this ratio range. Okay, the completion 886, or in case alternative completion is 113. So in both cases we had some minor bounces closer to 886 bounce, and then we had closer to 113 bounce. Okay, so these are the shock patterns. Okay, now let's switch to advanced pattern group. And the first pattern in the advanced pattern group is a Garda pattern and a butterfly pattern. So I will unite these two in one group, Garda and butterfly. And I will type this thing, Garda advanced formation, butterfly advanced formation. Okay, let me type it this way, because bat advanced formation belongs to this group. Although it is an advanced formation, the ratio calculation is similar to harmonic pattern, absolutely identical, almost identical, yes. Different ranges, but almost identical. Now let's go. Number 1, what is a Garda advanced formation? Let me go and enable that Garda advanced formation. Here it is, on the same line as this thing. So I will use another space. Garda advanced formation and butterfly advanced formation. First, the line of X to B, XB line, it shows the ratio of XA. Similar to other patterns, it is AB divided by XA. Second, the line of A to C line, the lower one, which is 94.8. It is the ratio of AB. So it is BC divided by AB. It is AB retracement. Third, the line of B to D. Now get ready for new information to you. The line of B to D line. It is the ratio of AB. It is extension of AB. It is not the Btc inversion, like in this case. You see, it is Btc inversion, but this one is AB extension. So how do we calculate the A to B extension? So we first need to know the total distance from A to D, and then we should divide it by AB. This way we compare how this A to D is extended past AB. It is the A to B extension in Garda advanced formation and butterfly advanced formations. So it looks the same. And the ratio here from X to D, it is different, yes, of course. Every time it is different depending on the AB. The greater is the AB leg, the further goes the extension, and the deeper is the Garda. But basically it shows the ratio, X to D line. It shows the A to D divided by XA. So the total complex pullback is compared to the XA leg. Okay, so let us look at some examples, maybe more examples of Garda advanced formations on a chart. Okay, here it is, the one that worked perfectly. This one, yes, you see a waterfall after the completion of 127. Although this the Garda should go at 786, it went to 828, 0.828. It even went further than this level, but this is the guaranteed trigger level. So obviously you were triggered at this level. This 127 is the A to B extension. So how we measure A to B extension? We measure this way: extend from B to C, or from B to A, and then we go. We don't need to enable anything because 127. Oh, I don't have the 127 level. So let's go to enable 127 level. 1272. 1272 is the exact level. And here it is, 127, our empty line. It is actually the A to B extension. Okay, hope you understood this. Another pattern that is similar in calculation is the butterfly pattern, butterfly advanced formation. So again, it is calculated the similar way. Let's find some butterfly advanced formation, and it looks this way. The B point is the ratio of XA, the C point is the ratio of AB, the D point is 127 extension of A to B, and because A to B is pretty large, the D point goes past X. You see, it extends past X. So we had kind of a pullback after completing the butterfly extension. Of course, if compared to XA leg, it can be 121 and 9, it can be something else like 117, it can be anything, of course. You see that? So this is the butterfly advanced formation. Okay, other patterns, Pesavento pattern and Pesavento 2, they belong to the first group because they have similar calculations. Let's try to find some Pesavento patterns. So one of them is here, 786 completion. This is the Btc inversion, this is AB retracement, this is the XA retracement. And the Pesavento 2 is the blue one. So we'll go deep into history to find some Pesavento 2. And I will sip my coffee while we are looking for it. pretty rare pattern because of strict rules. Here it is. So the difference between them is that one completes at 786 and the second one completes at 618. So this is the difference between the two Btc Inversion levels. The logic is to have the ABCD pattern that completes either at 618 or at 786 level. Of course, it is very difficult to find these patterns to coincide exactly with 618 or 786, and that's why Larry Pesavento advocated for 3% buffer, and it is used here, but it's not enough to have these patterns always. That's why they are so rare patterns. Okay, we go back to our initial thing, and now it's time to know how the cipher is calculated. The cipher will have additional group cipher group. Okay, the cipher, how the cipher is calculated, what are the ratios for the cipher pattern, cipher advanced formation. Okay, first ratio from X to B line, it is similar to all patterns. It is AB divided XA. It is XA retracement. Second ratio of A to C line, now keep this in mind, be very, very attentive, because Btc leg of a cipher pattern, the C point of a cipher pattern, is the extension of XA. So if you look here, it is the extension of AB, extension of AB, extension of AB. And the cipher pattern's A to C line is the extension of X to A leg. And it also has some candle close rules. But as for the ratio calculations, it is the extension of X to A. So how do we calculate this? We first need to know the difference between X and C. Yes, so we calculate the XC leg, and then we divide it by XA to know how far XC extends past XA. So this is what makes cipher non-harmonic. In harmonic patterns, we measure adjacent legs, but here we measure the leg that is not adjacent to Btc is not adjacent to XA. It is adjacent to AB, but not to XA. Okay, another rule, rule number 3, what this BTD line shows. The BD line, it shows the Btc inversion. So actually we need to divide CD lag by BC lag. Very simple, similar to any other, this and this. The only difference is the cutlet transformation and butterfly transformation, because here they have the AB extension. Okay, but other patterns here have the Btc inversion. In cipher pattern it makes no difference what is this level, because it takes no part in calculation of a pattern. It cannot validate pattern or invalidate the pattern, so it is nothing basically. But it is very pleasant to know that you have some confluence of line of Fibonacci levels and whatever. And number 4 cipher patterns calculation is this 786. What is this 786 on X to D line? XD line. What it means, this 786? It is the ratio of this C to D leg, divided by X to C. So it is the ratio of CD divided by X to C. And if you will notice, it is similar to shocks and alternative shocks. So this last calculation of the D point is similar to shock patterns. But the shock pattern C point, which is step number 2, the AC line, it is calculated from a different leg. It is the Btc leg calculated compared to AB. but in Cypher it is X to C like compared to XA. Very great difference. Okay, hope you understood all these ratios for all patterns. As for this Gartley advanced formation and butterfly formation, earlier in my career, when I first started learning the advanced formations, I met the BAT advanced formation, which had the completion of Btc inversion, of AB extension. So we know that in Gartley we have the 127 AB extension, in a butterfly we have 127 AB extension, but in a BAT advanced formation it was 161A A to B extension. But nowadays I don't see anybody using this 161A AB extension for BATs, and that's why the BAT is calculated similar to harmonic patterns. So the BATs ratio are similar, so we compare similar legs, identical legs. Well, hope you understood all these ratios. It is a bit complicated for newbies, but if you already know what to look at, if you understand how it works, then this information may be useful for you. If so, if it is useful, give me your thumbs ups, share this video on social media. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, because I'm going to explain you more and more tips about these patterns, and specifically about the software that identifies these patterns and throws on your chart, and that recognizes these patterns. And until then, good luck and good trading. Hope to see you soon.